1, Lewis. Number 3, Taylor. Number 2, Garza. Number 18, Bass. Number 14, Carroll. Number 7, Garza. Number 11, Solis. Number 4, Willis. Number 22, Roses. Number 6, Martinez. Number 9, Garcia. Number 19, Cazanos. Number 15, Hang. Number 17, Gonzalez. And now, for your Yorktown Wildcats, number 3, Matt Olguin. Number 10, Colton Rogers. Number 26, Gunnar Munguia. Number 7, Brandon Zuniga. Number 2, Braden Nossman. Number 1, Aaron Luke. Number 24, Ezekiel Munoz. Number 12, Marquise Marin. Number 12, Xavier Naranjo. Number 11, Xavier Rodriguez. And number 22, Michael Rios. Now, please rise and remove your caps and join me for your national anthem. Play ball.
All right, guys, get ready for the varsity matchup. Introductions have been made. On the mound for the Wildcats is Randon Zuniga. Zuniga comes into the ball game with, let's see, he's pitched 5 innings, according to their stats. Given up 17 hits, 15 earned runs, 6 walks, 7 strikeouts. He has hit a batter. His ERA is 21 flat. His battery mate, Aaron Luke. Out on the infield, from third to first, we have Munoz, Olguin, Rogers, and Munguia. And from left to right in the outfield, Marin, Nostman, and Naranjo. I'm with Ryan Lenny with the Refugio Sports Network. We're glad that you have joined us tonight. for this opening matchup in district play between Refugio and the Wildcats of Yorktown. Finishing up our warm-up tosses out in the mound, and then we will get started here. First batter for the Bobcats is going to be Matthew Pettis. Beautiful night for baseball. Wind is still, clear skies, lights are on here. Nice crowd on both sides. Zuniga, tall right-handed pitcher for the Wildcats. All right, first up, Matthew Pettis, batting .304 on the season. 7 hits. He's got 1 RBI, 3 walks, and a strikeout. And the ball has been put into play. And we are underway. First pitch is strike 1 to Matthew Pettis. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. It's going to be bounced out to shortstop. So throws it to first for out number 1. And it's going to bring up Ray Lewis. Second baseman's batting .318 this season with 7 hits, 2 triples, 2 RBIs. And he does have 4 stolen bases on the season. First pitch to Ray is going to be fouled back, strike 1. Head coach for the Bobcats is Grant Feaster. He's assisted by Isidro Mascaro. And head coach for Yorktown is Ryan Nostman, the AD here in Yorktown. The 0-1 pitch, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Ray Lewis. No 2 pitches outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. It's high. Ball 4. And Lewis battled back from 0-2. Draw a walk. Brings up
Up to bat, number 3.
senior Parker Taylor. Taylor's batting .294 with 5 hits, a double. He has 3 RBIs, and he has a stolen base on his stat line. That's high. Lewis is on his way to second. He's going to be safe with a stolen base. One ball, no strikes to Parker Taylor. Pitcher makes a move, throws back to second, holds on to the ball, and gets back on the rubber. And he turns to throw it. It's going to run at Lewis. Lewis is going to be caught in a pickle here. And he's going to get back to second base. Still 1 ball, no strikes to Taylor. The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Parker Taylor. He turns again to throw it back to second base. Lewis has Zuniga rattled. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Taylor for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Comes home with it. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Going to be hit out into center field. And it's going to be caught. What a nice catch by the center fielder, Nostman.
Up to bat, number 2, Leighton.
That's 2 down. Brings up Leighton Garza. Leighton comes into the ball game batting .150 this season. He's got 3 hits, a triple, 2 RBIs. He's been walked 3 times and struck out 7. And Zuniga turns again, looks at Ray out there at second base. Well, hello, Mr. Borland. Glad you've made it. Pitch is outside. Lewis is on his way to third. He's going to be safe. So Lewis has 2 stolen bases here in the top of the first inning. One and 0 to Garza. The 1-0 pitch is called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Leighton Garza. The 1-1 pitch is going to be outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice stop by Luke behind the plate. Two-one pitch inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one pitch. Going to be fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. And runners will be on the corners for Thor Bass. Bass comes in batting .273, 6 hits. He's got 5 runs driven in. He's been walked once. He struck out 8. First pitch to Bass is high for ball 1. Well, hello, Ronique. We're glad you made it on with us today. And we got a timeout called as Coach Nospen's walking to the mound. Looks like he's talking to the catcher more than he's talking to his pitcher. One ball, no strikes to Thor Bass. That's low as Garza takes off to second base. And he'll be safe on the defensive indifference. 2 balls to Thor Bass. 2-0 pitch is high and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch is in there. Strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here in the top of the first. The pitch is inside. Here comes Lewis. Going to come home on the pass ball. That's ball 4. And runners once again will be on the corners. Friel draws first blood here in this first district matchup of the season. brings up Hunter Carroll. Carroll comes into the ball game with a 167 average. He's got 3 hits, 3 RBIs. He's got 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. And that's going to be bounced foul. Nice try by Feaster. Try to get to that. That'll be strike 1 on Hunter Carroll. The 0-1 pitch be fouled off at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch is going to be grounded foul once again. This time Coach Feaster makes a nice catch. The 1-2 pitch going to be hit out into right field. That's trouble. Gets over the head of the right fielder. 1 runs in. Bass is going to stop at third. And Carroll's on with a base hit. Makes the score 2-0.
Up to bat,
Brings up Caden Garza. Garza's batting 125 this season. He's got 2 hits. And let's see, he's got a walk, 3 strikeouts. Pitch is inside. Ball 1. Carroll is out there at second base. Bass, third base. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Garza. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 pitch. Going to be grounded foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to Garza. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bobcats scored 2 runs on 1 hit. There was no errors and 2 left. We're heading to the bottom of the first. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Refugio County Federal Credit Union, founded in 1958, is a federally insured, member-owned, not-for-profit financial institution whose purpose is to promote the financial well-being of its members. We serve the 3 school districts in Refugio County, which include Refugio ISD, Woodsboro ISD, and Oswell-Tivoli ISD. It's our goal to offer higher rates on savings and lower rates on loans. One of our strengths has always been our care and concern for members and their families. Our whole philosophy of business is based on member service. Renegade Services is the largest independent provider of case-toll services in the North American oil and gas market. Renegade operates in all major oil and gas basins in the United States and is industry recognized as the premier case-toll completion service provider. Renegade offers professional, experienced personnel with a focus on automated well site services, fit-for-purpose wireline safety equipment, environmental evaluation technology, well integrity evaluation, production services, and plug and abandonment services. All carried out in an efficient and safe manner to produce operational excellence and customer satisfaction. Renegade has local offices and service centers all over the United States. Proud to support the Refugio Bobcats and Lady Cats.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, bottom of the first inning. Up to bat for the Wildcats is Matt Olguin. Olguin comes in batting 167. He's got a hit this season. 2 RBIs. He's got 4 walks, and he's been struck out 3 times. First pitch is a strike by Rosas. That's going to be fouled back. Strike 2. Rosas comes into the game with 8 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 7 hits, 11 runs, 4 of which were earned. He's walked 7, struck out 6, and has hit 3 batters. That's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. T. Mike has a ERA of 3.231 coming into today's ball game. The 1-2 pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch brushes back a little bit. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Olguin. Something on the outside corner. And it's going to be fouled back. Count remains 3-2. Three-two pitch. It's going to be hit high under the infield. Well, in foul territory. Taylor makes the catch for out number 1.
Now up to bat, number 10.
That brings up Colton Rogers. Rogers comes into the game, batting 143. He also has a hit. He's been walked once and struck out 3 times. He also has a stolen base. That's high. Ball 1. One 0 pitch in there. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Going to be grounded foul down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Rogers. 1-2 pitch, curveball. It's a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two, called strike 3, and that's 2 outs. That'll bring up Gunnar Mungia.
Up to bat, number 26, Gunnar Mungia.
Mungia's batting .500. He's got 3 hits, 2 RBIs. One of those hits is a double. Got a walk and 3 strikeouts. Pitch, curveball, hit foul. and it's going to hit the back of a car that's over there. Not much parking here at the ballpark. You're kind of right on top of the field. The 0-1 pitch, curveball in there, strike two. And the 0-2 pitch, another curveball hit up the middle. Bettis can't make the play, goes into center field. And Mungia will be on with a single. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Randon Zuniga.
Next up to bat, number 7, Brandon Zuniga.
Zuniga comes in batting .600 with 6 hits, a double, 3 runs batted in. He's been walked twice and struck out twice. Also got 4 stolen bases. And that's going to be hit foul. Strike one to Zuniga. Hello, Mr. Oliver. That'll be hit into the gap on the left side. So 2 on now for Braden Nossman.
Now to bat, number 2, Braden Nossman.
Nostman's batting .571 so far this year with 4 hits. He's got 2 doubles, 2 runs driven in. He's been walked twice and struck out once. Of course, he played in the game before this as Varsity played the JV. So all these stats are probably skewed a little bit. Well, that's a swing and a miss for strike one. But I just announced what I get. And these stats come right from their game changer account. So that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is going to be hit foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, curveball, got him swinging. And that does it for the first inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. There was 2 left. We're heading to the top of the second. Refugio lead 2-0. We'll be right back.
You're watching the home of the Bobcats. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
Back here at Yorktown High School, beautiful night for high school baseball. First district contest of the year for the Bobcats and the Wildcats. Coming to the plate for the Bobcats here to start the top of the second inning, Frankie Solis. Solis comes in batting 111, 2 hits, got an RBI. He's been walked 3 times, struck out 5 times. And the top of the second is underway. First pitch called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crossroads today has arrived here at the ballpark out of Victoria. That's going to be fouled off. Strike 2 to Frankie Solis. One-two pitch hit into center field. Nossman's there. Can't make the catch. Well, that was a second baseman on the play there. And Frankie will be aboard with a single. It's in shallow center field. Brings up Xander Wills.
Up to bat, number 4, Xander Willis.
Xander Wills comes in batting 267. He's got 4 hits, a double, 2 runs driven in. He's been walked twice and has struck out 6 times. First pitch here is a strike. Swinging strike, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss by Wills. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch bounces low, bounces away from the catcher. Frankie Solis going to get down there to second base on the pass ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Xander Wills. The 1-2 pitch. Going to be hit right back to Zuniga. He's going to pick it up, throw it over to first. That'll be the first out. Solis over to third. He's going to be out at third. Double play, 1-3 to 5. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup, Matthew Pettis.
Number 5, Matthew Perez.
He's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. And that's going to be grounded out to shortstop. Throws it over to first for out number 3. And the Bobcats go down quietly here in the top of the second. No runs on, no hits. No, 1 hit. No errors, and there was nobody left. We're going to the bottom of the second. Stay with us. Be right back.
You're watching your home for Bobcats athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, back here at Yorktown High School, 2-0, Refugio leads, heading to the bottom of the second. Batting first for the Wildcats here to start the bottom of the second is Aaron Luke, the catcher.
Up to bat, number 1, Aaron Luke.
Luke comes in batting .273. He's got 3 hits on the season. 3 RBIs. First pitch is ball 1. That's called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's over his head. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch, outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll be fouled back. Count remains 2-2 to Aaron Luke. Two pitch, low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two, swing and a miss, strike 3. Luke goes down swinging. Going to bring up Ezekiel Munoz.
Up to bat, number 24, Zeke Munoz.
Munoz batting .286, 2 hits. Got 2 runs driven in. And he's been struck out 4 times. First pitch from Rosas is going to be hit right back to Rosas. Rosas is going to get a glove on it, picks it up, throws it over to Solis. It's going to go into the dugout. So Munoz will get second base.
Now up to bat, number 12, Marquise Marin.
And brings up Marquise Marin. Marquise batting .250. He's got 2 hits with a double. 1 RBI. That's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ronique, the pitcher is T. Michael Rosas, freshman T. Michael Rosas. The catcher is Parker Taylor, senior Parker Taylor. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 pitch. It's going to be hit high and right behind us here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Strike 3. And that's 2 down. Brings up Xavier Naranjo.
Next up to bat, number 14, Xavier Naranjo.
Naranjo does not have an average here on the varsity squad. That's high. Ball 1. The 1-0, swing and a miss by Xavier. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch going to be hit out of play. Runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch is high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Naranjo. The pitch called strike 3, and that'll do it for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, 1 error. There was 1 left. We're heading to the top of the third. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Refugio County Federal Credit Union, founded in 1958, is a federally insured, member-owned, not-for-profit financial institution whose purpose is to promote the financial well-being of its members. We serve the 3 school districts in Refugio County, which include Refugio ISD, Woodsboro ISD, and Oswell-Tivoli ISD. It's our goal to offer higher rates on savings and lower rates on loans. One of our strengths has always been our care and concern for members and their families. Our whole philosophy of business is based on member service. Renegade Services is the largest independent provider of case toll services in the North American oil and gas market. Renegade operates in all major oil and gas basins in the United States and is industry recognized as the premier case toll completion service provider. Renegade offers professional, experienced personnel with a focus on automated well site services, fit-for-purpose wireline safety equipment, environmental evaluation technology, well integrity evaluation, production services, and plug and abandonment services. All carried out in an efficient and safe manner to produce operational excellence and customer satisfaction. Renegade has local offices and service centers all over the United States. Proud to support the Refugio Bobcats and Lady Cats.
Back here at Yorktown High School, 2-0. Going to the top of the third. Ray Lewis coming up the bat for the Bobcats. He was walked his last time up.
Up to bat, number 1, Ray Lewis.
Top of the third. Ball 1 to Lewis. The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit high and deep to left field. That goes to the fence. Lewis is on his way to second. And he's going to stop with a stand-up double. Nice hit by Ray Lewis.
Up to bat, number 3, Parker Taylor.
Brings up the catcher, Parker Taylor. Taylor steps in 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to center field. That's high and tight on Taylor. 1 ball, no strikes. Lewis out there at second base to disrupt Zuniga on the mound. Didn't even look at him that time. 1-0 is going to be hit high into the infield. Zuniga makes the catch. Out number 1. That'll bring up Leighton Garza. Garza walked his first time up tonight also.
Number 2, Leighton Garza.
The pitch, swing and a miss by Garza. Strike one. Zuliga turns around, looks at Lewis. And he's going to come back onto the rubber. The 0-1, Lewis takes off. And ball gets thrown to the third baseman. Lewis steals third. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's 3 stolen bases for Ray Lewis so far this ball game. The 1-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss by Garza. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch, low, ball 3. Three-two pitch is going to be fouled off. Count remains full to Leighton Garza. Thor Bass on deck. Ray Lewis out at third. 1 out here in the top of the third. Three-two pitch. Going to be grounded to the third baseman. He's going to bobble it, pick it up, throw it across the diamond. He can be safe at first. Another run scored for Refugio. Garza beats it out. And it's going to bring up Thor Bass. Bass walked his first time up tonight as well.
Up to bat, number 18, Thor Bass.
The 0-1. Nice cut by Bass as Garza gets down to second base. It'll be a stolen base for Garza. The 0-1 inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bass. It's at the back. And the console, grab one of those coins too. That's ball 2, and here comes Garza as the ball's thrown into center and left field. That'll be another run for Refugio. 2-1 now to Thor Bass. The throwing error on Luke, throwing that ball out in the left field. Chance. Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door. Two one is ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be hit foul. Runs the count full to Thor Bass. Three-two pitch, low, ball four. And Bass has walked drawn another walk. Brings up Hunter Carroll, had a nice hit in the first inning. Carroll's going to pop it up onto the infield. Shortstop's under it, makes the catch for out number 2. Going to bring up Caden Garza.
Up to bat, number 7, Caden Garza.
Garza's 0 for 1 tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss from Garza. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is going to be hit high into right field. Second baseman makes the catch in shallow right field. And that is the third out. We're heading to the bottom of the third. Frill leads 4-0. Be right back. All right, back here at Yorktown High School, bottom of the third inning. Matthew Olguin, top of the lineup, coming up for Yorktown. He is 0 for 1. Flied out into foul territory. First at bat. This time he flies out of play. Foul ball. The 0-1 low. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Olguin. The 1-1 pitch bounces in again. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch in there. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch outside, ball 3. Full count now to Olguin. The payoff pitch is going to be grounded out to Garza at third base. He's up with it. Throws it across the diamond to Solis. That is out number 1. Brings up Colton Rogers. Rogers is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. And that's called strike one. The 0-1 is going to be hit high under the infield. Garza calls for it, misses it. And Rogers is going to be safe on the error by Caden Garza.
Up to bat, number 26, Gunnar Mongia.
That brings up Gunnar Mungia, 1 for 1 tonight with a single up the middle. First pitch, strike one. The 0-1 is going to be fouled out of play. Runs the count to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is going to be hit deep to center field. Lewis is there. Oh, that's Wills. Lets it drop in front of him. Runner's heading to third. He's going to be gunned out at the third. What a nice throw by Xander Wills. As Munguia coasts into second base.
Up to bat, number 7, Randon Zuniga.
Brings up the pitcher, Randon Zuniga. Randon is 1 for 1 tonight with a single to left field. Curveball's going to be hit out into center field. And that's going to drop. Throw comes into the plate. And T. Mike cuts it off. Runners on the corners now.
Up to bat, number 2, Braden Nossman.
Brings up Braden Nossman. Nossman's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Wildcats have runners on the corners. 1 out. Pitch going to be fouled back. 0-1 to Nostman. The 0-1's going to be hit high onto the infield. Bettis can't make the play. 1 runs in. And be safe at third. Again, runners on the corners. That'll go down as an error on the shortstop. That's going to bring up Aaron Luke.
Aaron Luke.
Luke is 0 for 1 today. It's a strikeout. Runner goes to second base. He's going to be gunned out. No, he's going to be safe. Looked like the tag was applied, but nice throw by Taylor out there to Pettis. And Coach Feaster's going to come out to try to appeal that. I guess he got the answer he's looking for. Umpire turned around and walked away, back the other way. One and 0 to Luke. 1-0 pitch going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch up the middle. Pettis makes a play on it, throws it over to first. That's another out. That's the third out. I only had one on the screen. Heading to the top of the fourth, 4-1. Refugio leads. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Gulf Coast Weed Control specializes in providing commercial and residential herbicide applications throughout the Gulf Coast. Our primary focus is on the oil and gas industry, where we provide herbicidal spraying for wellheads, tank batteries, location pads, and compressor stations. We also provide mowing down right-of-ways to many pipeline and utility companies across Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Gulf Coast Weed Control proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats.
You're watching the home of the Bobcats. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
Back here in Yorktown, Texas, at Yorktown High School. Looks like we're going to get a new pitcher on the mound for Yorktown. New pitcher would be Matthew Olgain. Olgain comes into the ball game, throwing 4 1/3 innings so far this year with 5 hits. He's given up 9 runs, all of them earned. He's walked 9, struck out 7, and he's hit 2. Got an ERA of 14.540. Looks like Zuniga's moved over to first base. And I can't see who's out there at shortstop.
Up the bat.
It's like number 10.
Frankie Solis.
Colton Rogers. And Munguia has moved over to second base. Frankie Solis stepping in for the Bobcats. 1 for 1 tonight with a single. First pitch is called, strike 1 to Frankie Solis. Have some scores from around the district to pass on to you in just a moment. And that's going to be bounced out to second base. Olgain's up with it, throws it to first. 4 out, number 1. That's going to bring up Xander Wills.
Up to bat, number 4 is Xander Willis.
Pitch is in there, strike 1. 0-1 to Wills. The 0-1 pitch in there, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch outside, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 wheels. I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight on YouTube. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. It's going to be fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Catch us tomorrow night from Refugio High School as the Kennedy Leopards come to town for softball action. We'll be there. Start first pitch 6 p.m. tomorrow night. 1-2 pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And then on Wednesday, we'll be live for the baseball game from Heritage Park there in Refugio. Got JV and varsity action as Skidmore rolls into town. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's going to bring up the top of the lineup. And Matthew Pettis scores from around the district. Porter Ranges
Number 5, Matthew.
earns their first district win today, defeating Pettis 11-1. And currently, Agua Dulce is up 5-0 on Kennedy. And I have no score from Woodsboro Skidmore game. If anybody knows that score, help us out a little bit. Send it to us. 0-1 to Pettis. The 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to shortstop. It's going to get under the glove of Rogers, and it's going to be safe at first with a single.
Up to bat, number 1, Ray Lewis.
Brings up Ray Lewis. Ray's 1 for 1 tonight with a double to deep center left field, and he's walked. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. That's going to be low. Ball 1. Check on the runner over at first base. Pettis is back safely. The 1-0 pitch. Runner takes off, and the ball gets by the catcher. Pettis is going to round second. Check on the ball. Head back to second. 2 balls, no strikes to Ray Lewis. The 2-0 pitch is going to be fouled off into the glove. Strike 1. The 2-1 pitch bounces in. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch, low and outside, ball 4. It'll be 2 on for Parker Taylor.
Up to bat, number 3.
Flied out twice.
Taylor.
The 0-2. I'm sorry, the first pitch is low. Well, he called a strike. Strike one. I was looking at the scoreboard when I said 0-2. I saw the two outs on the two lights on the outs out there. 0-1 to Taylor. The pitch, outside corner. Runner goes. It's going to be safe at third. That's Bettis. And Lewis moves on up to second base. 0-2 now to Taylor. Base hit will score two. The 0-2 pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Parker Taylor. Let us know on YouTube where you're watching from, guys, and who you're supporting tonight. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike three, and that'll do it for the top of the fourth inning. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Refugio 4, Yorktown 1. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Gulf Coast Weed Control specializes in providing commercial and residential herbicide applications throughout the Gulf Coast. Our primary focus is on the oil and gas industry, where we provide herbicidal spraying for wellheads, tank batteries, location pads, and compressor stations. We also provide mowing down right-of-ways to many pipeline and utility companies across Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Gulf Coast Weed Control proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
And we have a conference at the mound, it looks like, with all the infielders. Ezekiel Munoz waiting to walk into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He reached on an error. And that is strike one to Munoz. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two. The 0-2 pitch called. Strike three. Quick out here to start the bottom of the fourth. Brings up Marquise Marin.
Up to bat, Marquise Marin.
Marquise is 0 for 1 tonight. It's with a strikeout. That's going to be fouled off. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch bounces in. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marin. The 1-1 curveball kind of held up there. 2 balls, 1 strike. And I've got a yellow light on my screen, guys, so bear with us if it starts to buffer. And that ball skips by Taylor. 3 balls, 1 strike. Well, now my green light's back. I say that. My green light comes back. So hold your fingers in the air and your tongue just right. The 3-1 pitch is in there. Strike 2. It's one of those things, guys. You can't beat technology. It'll beat you every time. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. For strike 3. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now to bat for the Yorktown Wildcats, number 14.
Brings up Xavier Naranjo. Naranjo is 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Naranjo. One pitch. Going to be hit out into the gap. Right center field. Wills is up with it, gets it back in. That'll be a single for Naranjo.
Next up to bat, number 3.
Brings up the top of the lineup, Matt Olguin. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a fly out in foul territory, and he grounded out. That'll be fouled back for strike 1. Oh, 1 is high. Taylor's going to throw that down there to first base. And then Naranjo gets back. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch and be fouled at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Olguin. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. One-two pitch, curveball. Gets him swinging. Ball gets by Taylor. He's going to pick it up. He's going to throw it over to first. And he's going to miss the play at first. And I got a runner hung up in between second and third. He's going to finally hit the third. Be safe.
Up to bat, number 10, Colton Rogers.
Brings up Colton Rogers. Rogers is 0 for 2 tonight. The strikeout and the fly ball reached on an error. Runners on the corners for the Wildcats. Pitch, it's high, ball one. The 1-0 is going to be hit foul. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rogers. Mungia on deck for the Wildcats. One pitch, going to be hit foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Just a high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch, low. Ball 3. Full count on Rogers. And the 3-2 pitch is going to be hit into right field. Right fielder's there, makes the catch for out number 3. And that's going to take us to the 5th. 4-1, Refugio leads. Stay with us, we'll be right back. All right, top of the 5th. You got a score update from Kennedy. Agua Dulce 7, Kennedy 2, top of the 7th inning right now. That'll be a big win for Agua Dulce. That's a strike to Leighton Garza. I believe Kennedy's ranked Class 2A. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Garza, 0-2. The 0-2 curveball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch, another curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Little League.
Up to bat, number 18, Thor.
That's going to bring up number 18, Thor Bass. Bass has been walked twice tonight. First pitch. Bounces in. 1 ball, no strikes to Thor Bass. That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Called. Strike 1. Two one, outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Anybody watching has a score for Woodsboro Skidmore Tynan, let us know. That game played at 4:30 today from Woodsboro. Three one pitch, outside, ball 4, and Thor's on. 3rd walk of the night. Going to bring up Hunter Carroll, 1 for 2 tonight.
Number 14, Hunter Carroll.
Single and a fly out. That's going to be hitting the right field. That's trouble. It's going to go to the. It's going to get down and go down the line there. Hunter's on his way to 2nd. Thor's going to stop at 3rd. That'd be a stand-up double again for Hunter Carroll. What a nice hit.
Up to bat now, number 7, Caden Garza.
And it's going to bring up Caden Garza. 0 for 2 tonight. So he's due right here. Got 2 on. Base hit, likely scores 2. That's going to bounce in. Here comes Bass. Going to come home. Play at the plate. No play at the plate. Score for Refugio, 5-1, as everybody moves up. Five to 1, Refugio leads. Let's get that other run in, Caden. A 1-0. Bounces in again. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Going to be fouled off there at the plate. Comes a count to 2-1. Frankie Solis waiting on deck. Two-one pitch. Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Yeah, it's going to go over the head. Garza, here comes a run in. Hunter Carroll's going to score. 6-1. Three balls, 2 strikes to Caden Garza. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Three-two pitch, low and outside, ball 4. And Garza's aboard for Frankie Solis. And we're going to get a visit out to the mound by Coach Nostman. See if he makes a pitching change here. And Coach Nostman delivers the news. And he's going to stay with Olguin. Brings up Frankie Solis. 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a ground out. Both hit to the right side. Solis bunts. And the runner's going to get all the way to third base. Solis did his job. Got the runner in scoring position.
Up to bat, number 4, Xander Willis.
That's going to bring up, as the PA announcer says, Xander Willis. I know his name. That's going to hit Xander in the back. There'll be runners on the corners. Brings up the top of the lineup, Matthew Pattis.
Up to bat, number 5, Matthew Perez.
Matthews 1 for 3 tonight. 2 ground outs and a single. Runner in scoring position. And Caden Garza down there at third. Wheels over at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That's low, ball 1. Runner's going to get down to second base. Here comes Garza. He's going to score. And Wills is going to head to third. And he's going to be safe. Ball's going to get by. Here comes Wills down the line. He's going to be safe at the plate. And the dugout goes wild. 8-1. Refugio leads here in the top of the 5th. One and 0 to Pettis. One 0 pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes to Matthew Pettis. Ray Lewis on deck. Two 2-0 pitch is going to be hit deep into right field. Over the head, Pettis is routing first, heading to second. He'll be in with a stand-up double. Brings up Ray Lewis, trade places with him now. 1 on, 2 out, top of the 5th. That's in there. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch. It's low. Gets by the catcher. There goes Perez over to third. He'll be safe on the pass ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ray Lewis. Ray's 1 for 1 tonight. That long double out to left field. One pitch over the head of Ray. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 1-1 is going to be hit into right field. Way up there in the air. That'll be a base hit. Ray's on his way to second. Now he's running second, heading to third. And Feaster's waving him in. That'll be the inside the park home run for Ray Lewis. 2-run shot. Nice hit down there to the corner. That's going to bring up Parker Taylor. 10-1 now, Refugio leads. Taylor steps in 0 for 3 tonight. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Taylor's flied out to center field, flied out to the pitcher, and struck out. The 0-1 pitch. It's another swing and a miss for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch is outside, ball 1. Bobcats 10, Wildcats 1 here in the top of the 5th. The 1-2 pitch, curveball outside. Pretty curve. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 is low, ball 3. Leighton Garza on deck for Refugio. And he's going to bounce it up the middle. It'll be in the center field. Taylor will be on with a single. Got a courtesy runner coming in for Taylor. Lost my train of thought there for a minute. Courtesy runner is going to be who? Fabian Garcia. Check on the runner over there. Garcia at first. It's back safely. Leighton Garza up in the box. 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. And that's low. Garcia's going to head over to second. It's going to be safe. Now he's going to head over to third. Ball went into left field. Here comes the throw home. And Garcia's going to be safe. 11-1. So that'll go down as a stolen base and an error on the catcher. One and 0 to Garza. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Layton. It bounces in. 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. The 1-1 going to be hit to the second baseman. Actually, pitcher's going to pick it up. Nobody's at first. That'll be a base hit. That go down as an infield single as the first baseman went to grab the ball too. Forgot to cover the base.
Up to bat, number 18, Thor Bass.
10 after 5, I believe. Thor Bass steps in. He's been walked all 3 times. Got a hat trick tonight. Check on the runner. He's back. Easily back. Pitch is low, ball 1. And Garza heads to second with a stolen base. One ball, no strikes to Bass. The 1-0, and he's heading to third. This time he's going to be out at third. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Eleven to 1. Frio leads. Be right back. Stay with us.
You're watching the home of the Bobcats. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, back here at Yorktown High School, 11 to 1, heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. I think if Refugio can hold them right here, it'll be the ball game. This will be 10 after 5.
Up to bat, number 26, Gunnar Mongia.
Brings up Gunnar Mungia. That's going to be hit out to second base. Ray's up with it, throws it to first for out number 1. One pitch, 1 out.
Up to bat, number 7, Brandon
So
Zuniga.
Randon Zuniga is 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles. That'd be a swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1. It's low. Ball one. That's pitch number 80 for Rosas. 1-1 pitch. Bounces in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one, called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. 2-2 pitch is high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Going to be hit out to the gap on the right side. That'll be a base hit.
Up to bat, number 2, Braden Nossman.
Yeah, that's going to bring up Braden Nossman. Nossman's 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout, and he reached on an arrow on a fly ball. Check on the runner. He's back safely. That's high. Ball 1. Throw down. Check the runner again. Got him this time. Out at first base. What a nice throw by Taylor. 2 outs. That's strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nossman. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hugo, I got him at 87 right now. Here's number 88 right here. Fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes to Braden Nossman. 1-2 pitch. It's high. Ball 2. Two-two. Going to be grounded out to second base. Lewis cannot make the play. Be an error on Ray Lewis. That's going to bring up Aaron Luke. 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a ground out.
Aaron Luke.
T-Mike's at 90 pitches. Hugo. That'll be hit foul and out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Aaron Luke, freshman catcher for the Wildcats. The 0-1's high, and they're going to check on the runner down there at first. He's back. Tell you what, Parker Taylor got a gun down there to first base. The 1-1 called strike 2. One-two pitch, going to be hit out to right field. Garza's under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. And that is the ball game. Refugio wins 11-1. And we'll be right back for some final totals right after this. Stay with us. Be right back. Final score from here in Yorktown, Refugio 11, Yorktown 1. Final numbers, Refugio 11 runs on 9 hits, 4 errors. Refugio Strands 5 on base. For Yorktown, 1 run on 6 hits, 3 errors. Yorktown Strands 8 on base. Winning pitcher tonight, T. Michael Rosas. Pitches 5 strong innings, 6 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. Gave up no past walks and had 8 strikeouts on 94 pitches. Losing pitcher tonight, Randon Zuniga. Those 3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs. 2 of those runs earned. Walks 4, strikes out 1. Player of the game tonight is going to be Raiden Lewis and T. Michael Rosas. Raiden went 2 for 2 tonight, 2 RBI, 2 walks, scored 3 runs, hit an inside the park home run and a double. And T. Michael Rosas, let me tell you, freshman pitcher came in and closed it out for the Bobcats. Next game tomorrow night from Refugio High School. Lady Cats will be in action against the Kennedy Leopards coming to town. And we'll have baseball on again on Wednesday night from Refugio Heritage Park as Skidmore Tynan comes to town for JV and Varsity. Guys, my name is Ryan Lenny. I'm with the Refugio Sports Network, and we're glad you joined us tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow night. Hope you can join us then. Have a great night, folks.